Welcome to National Geographic Explore VR. Hi there. Good to see you again. Discovery awaits. Welcome to Machu Picchu, Peru. Feel free to look around. When you're ready, head to the yellow marker to learn more about what you can do here. Meet our local expert, Jose. Can you give us an introduction?
Hola, nice to meet you. Bienvenido a Machu Picchu, an Inca royal estate built around the year 1450 and abandoned mysteriously about 80 years later.
Machu Picchu's existence was largely unknown until Yale University professor Hiram Bingham took an expedition through Peru and rediscovered it in 1911. He took a lot of photos. Some of them were published in National Geographic magazine. Today, we'll also be taking photos for the magazine, including a very special cover shot.
I pulled some strings so you can stick around after dark for a one-of-a-kind cover shot.
Go ahead and explore the site. I've tagged the areas we could photograph for the magazine. Good luck!
See, good luck and have fun.
We'll use this area as a backdrop for an article about arriving at Machu Picchu through the ages. Look at the palm of your left hand. See the interface? Great! Let's get started. Jose?
During the 15th century, the Inca reached this place via what we call the Inca Trail.
Let's start with a photo of Machu Picchu Mountain. I uploaded a sketch you can use as a reference. Look at the interface to know what photo to take next. Epic shot! See how the wild jungle is creeping up on the terraces?
It's too bad we can't really see the trail.
We can fix that. Our digital team prepared an overlay to highlight the trail. Trace the trail to show us where it goes, and it will appear.
This Capacñan system of trails is actually older than the Inca.
And there's our trail. Cool, huh? Let's get that trail on film. You'll need 2 different shots to get the whole thing. That's great. Now if you can get the other half of the trail. And that's the second shot. Perfect. Now we can stitch them together to show the whole trail. The trail ends next to that ruin I just sent you a sketch of. Can you get a photo like in my drawing?
That's a cayanca, a place people could gather. This was as far into the estate as most travelers were allowed to come.
Maybe a panorama would work well here. Great shot!
The pilgrims likely brought offerings, like the river rocks you can still see in the grass, creating a stack sometimes called an apacheta, around that big ceremonial rock.
Our digital team made a reconstruction of the pile of stones that used to be here. We just need our photographer to point out where it goes.
Ah, buena. The river stones might have represented fertility, because rivers watered the crops.
Interesting. And wow, that's a lot of rocks. Let's get some pics of this apacheta, and also of the ceremonial rock. In the interface, there's a list of shots we'd love to get. this is going to look cool in the mag. Nailed it. This is as far as most people could go, you said, Jose?
Claro, only the elite and their servants could enter the estate.
I guess this view wasn't a bad consolation prize.
See, true. But now anyone can enter via those stairs next to the house.
Let's get a picture of those too. The modern entrance. They're marked in the interface. Nice shot! I love the photobomb from the llama. Could you do me a favor? The photo I took of the vista when I was there has a few people in the way. Could you get the same photo without the people? Thanks. You're awesome. Wow. We've wrapped up this story already. Great photos. Ready to move on to something else?
Welcome to the Sacred Plaza. We think this was the spiritual heart of Machu Picchu.
The perfect spot to get photos for our ancestor worship article, then. For this section of the ancestor worship article, we'll have a photo session with a digital reconstruction of a mummified Inca royal. To start this photo session, look at the palm of your left hand. See the interface? Okay, let's get started. Before we get to the mummies, we can take a look at the principal temple itself. I was thinking a side-by-side comparison of how it looks today and when Bingham found it in 1911. Check your interface for his photo. Try to take the photo from the same place Bingham did, to match it as exactly as possible. Yeah, really great! This comparison shot might be the centerpiece of this article. Look at the stonework. Some of the finest in Machu Picchu, right, Jose?
Claro, they spent a lot of time on this building, so we know it was important.
I found an old sketch of a stone in one of these walls with a lot of precisely cut angles. I'd love to show it, if we can find it and snap a photo. Yep, 100%. I think we're ready to meet the mummies. The graphics team sent a digital reconstruction of how we think a mummy ceremony looked in the 15th century. Can you outline where it should go? Okay, let's see what the team prepared.
Ah, so realistic.
Right? This mummy looks like he was important.
Claro, this is a royal mummy. The Inca had a lot of respect for their royal mummies. They would even ask them for advice or to make decisions.
I sent over a list of a few things here it'd be great to get photos of. Start wherever you like. Looks regal, even in death. Look at the craftsmanship on those bracelets.
Bracelets fit for a king. This is what he would have worn when he was alive, too. For the Inca, the mummies were still alive in a way. They would even ask them for advice or to make decisions, and would make offerings to them in exchange.
Some cool offerings I saw the graphics team working on are missing. If I send over wireframes of what they look like, think we can find them and put them with the others? Ah, there's the ceremonial knife. I think it's called a tumi?
See, that's the Quechuan word for any sharp tool.
Aw, a miniature llama. How cute.
Llamas were really important to the Inca. Wheels didn't work well in the Rocky Andes, but llamas did.
All photo ready now. Maybe we could switch it up with a low-angle close-up? Awesome! I love it! I found a photo Bingham took of a Peruvian man standing in the same spot as our mummy. Can you match it?
Incredible! More than 100 years since that man stood here, and the building looks just the same.
We've also got a reconstruction of a blanket of offerings to place in front of our mummy. Can you outline where it should go?
Buenazo! The usual Inca offerings were food, beer, textiles, and jewelry. During the ceremony, the Inca often poured sacred corn beer into that golden bowl for the mummy.
Oh, right! I have an illustration of that. I'll share it. Let's get another picture of the mummy with the offering blanket in front. Like in the illustration, maybe? Great work! Let's take one last photo of everything together.
Can I suggest something? On the hill behind the principal temple, there is another temple we think was used to track the sun. The Inca believed royalty were direct descendants of the sun.
Good one, Jose. Let's get a photo of the two together. I'll send you a sketch. Nice! All the elements of Inca ancestor worship in one photo. A great final shot. Let's move on to something else.
This is one of Machu Picchu's many gated communities. We think these compounds, which are all over Machu Picchu, are where the elite families lived.
This is the perfect location to take photos for the Inca Homes article, which talks about Inca houses from the inside and outside. In this photo session, you'll travel back in time with the help of a digital reconstruction to see how the Inca used to live. To start this photo session, look at the palm of your left hand. See the interface? Let's take a peek inside daily Inca life. We think the building you're standing next to was the house of one of Machu Picchu's upper-class families. Let's get a shot of the exterior first. I uploaded a Bingham photo to your interface. Can you match it?
When Bingham found this house, someone was using it. They had a makeshift roof.
Yeah, good one. All right, let's head inside.
Hey, Natalie, do you remember the sketch I sent you?
Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry, uploading it now. Can we get a shot like this, too?
I love this view. Might be nice for the article.
Definitely. Good idea, Jose. Nice one! Ready to travel back to the 15th century with a digital reconstruction? Please outline where it goes. Thanks again, Jose, for helping the graphics team with the historical details.
No hay problema.
Wow! Look at that! Amazing!
See, they did a spectacular job. It feels like the family could just walk in.
Shall we start with the kitchen? Let's move the items around to get an image like the sketch I just sent over. We want the pot on the stove with the food in front, but feel free to give it your own spin.
They'd use this cooking pot to make things like quinoa porridge, a staple of the Inca diet. Maize, potatoes, and quinoa. That's what I grew up eating. Everybody ate maize, not just the elite. We also found traces of it in the remains of the regular people buried around the site.
If you're happy with the way it looks, you can take the shot. Great work! There are some awesome textiles in here. Let's get a photo or two, whichever you like. I've read that, to the Inca, some textiles were more valuable than gold. I guess those were only for the royal family.
Claro. Some believe the king would only wear his clothing for one day. Then it would be burned.
And I thought I burned through clothing quickly. Excellent shot! I see some skulls. They were an important part of daily life, right, Jose?
Absolutamente. When I was growing up, it was still normal to have a grandparent or great-grandparent skull in the living room.
So Inca culture lives on. Let's get a shot of those skulls in the niche.
We were told these family skulls were watching over our house. I was always on my best behavior when one was watching me.
Yeah, I would be too. Good shot! Let's also get the offerings left below the ancestor skulls. We go into offerings more in the ancestor worship article, but it's good to show they were a part of daily life at home, too. Great! Thanks! Okay, the Inca Homes article also talks about how the Inca might have slept, so we definitely want a photo of the sleeping area, if you can get that.
The Inca made good use of their space, with the same room having many different functions.
Great photo! Want to take any more photos in here? Head outside when you're done. Let's get one last shot from the outside, with the Reconstruction. Remember that Bingham photo from earlier? I sent it again, if you can copy that angle.
So the article will show this home in the 1400s, 1911, and today, side by side?
Yep.
Buenasa. That will be cool to see.
Fantastic! That's a good one. That wraps up the section on Inca interiors. Your photos will give our readers a good look at Inca life at home. Ready for the next part?